Hello and welcome to IRL FP here for round 6 at Japan. I will be your commentator today, Kevin Harrison, and unfortunately today I am not going to be joined by anyone, as I don't think I was joined by anyone last week either. It was a little bit ago, I can't really remember. It wasn't too exciting of a race, Baku, which you wouldn't quite expect given it is Baku, but today we're at Japan. It usually excites. You've got, of course, 130R, some people may be daring enough to go side by side through there, and of course through to the final chicane, certainly overtaking opportunities there, and into turn 1, but in turn 1 it's a little risky, having to brake and turn for the turn 1, and it's also very difficult to leave space if there's a corner inside, so usually better to have the move done by then. But looking up the grid order now, Nino Romanello has set a 27.1 in that Ferrari, so he is put on provisional pole. Ross Denholm in second was a 27.1 as well, but just not enough for pole, so close between them two. Matthew Walder in the Williams showing his pace. Of course, he's Matthew Walder, he can do anything. He's in the 27s, 27.6 for him at the moment, and also 27.6 for Tom Jewell. Paco Suarez goes third with the 27.6 in the medium compound of tyre. So that is an interesting choice, and it looks like it's working out for him. Still a few people yet to set times, 8 people currently not setting times, so certainly time for things to shake up. Cameron Young namely quite quick. Lordy is also someone who's going to be up there. You'd expect him to be up there. Of course, he's in F1, he's also in a Merc, so still time for things to shake up a little bit, but kind of getting an idea of who is where. Is also Thomas McGyver on the mediums at 27.6. So we'll try and find someone who's on a lap at the moment. I think Sandro Sorog is on a lap right now. No, he's not. He's actually invalidated, so that's unfortunate. On an outlap, Ollie Flavel, he is going through to Spoon, or at least approaching Spoon at the moment, so we might be picking up him. There is another actually Timber Stalins is finishing up his lap going through the final chicane, but he's actually going to be going into the pits, so it is going to be Ollie Flavel, the next person to set a lap, so we will stay with him until he's starting his lap. He's in the Haas right now, so not an amazing car by any means, bottom's free car, so I don't think he'll be expecting too much, but we'll see how he can do, of course, as he crosses the line now. So approaching into turn 1, as there's a little bit of traffic in the racing point there. I'm not sure which one that would be between Rocco Walsh and Erminator, and well, he's actually invalidated, so doesn't matter there, and that's the end of his lap. As was it Rocco Walsh? No, it wasn't. It would have been Erminator then, yeah. There's a few more people coming out of the pits. That is a Ferrari. I'm not sure which Ferrari it is. If it's is it Nino? No, he's in the pits. Okay, looks a little different. So who is? I think it is Matthew Alder. Okay, so we'll go on board then with Matthew Alder. Of course, he is currently the championship leader, I'm fairly sure, so should be expecting big things from him. Of course, he's in a Williams, but that won't matter to him too much. He's got podiums in slow cars before, and I'm sure he's well capable of doing it once again as he comes through the final chicane here to start his lap to see what he can do in this Williams. Currently P4 with a 27.6. I'm sure he's going to be looking for a little bit extra time to maybe catch that front two, but I think they're maybe a little bit too far away, being in the 27s, almost in 26s, but never know with Matthew Older as he comes through the second corner now to come through the very twisty sections, very fun sections as well, of sector 1, as there's no traffic ahead of him, so it's pretty much whatever he can do as he comes out to finish sector 1. We'll see how much he's up on his time in a few moments, as he's going to come to a very fast right-hander, as he is actually purple in the first sector, 9 thousandths of an improvement, so not really anything special of a lap compared to his previous lap. but he is improving, and it is purple, so we'll see how he's going to do here as a yellow flag pops up on track momentarily for some reason, but I don't think it's anything, at least, or it shouldn't be. It should probably be a glitch more than anything. But coming through Spoon now for Matthew Walder, as he's going to get right up on the curbs, using all of the track available to him in this Williams, as he's now going to be approaching 130R, getting right up to the left of the track to try and maximise his time. Now he is actually 1/10 up and apparently purple in Sector 2 as well, so if he can do well enough through this final corner, I think we're going to be seeing a pretty decent improvement from Matthew Walder. This isn't pole by any means. The 10th improvement isn't going to do that for him, but it could be a 0.4, maybe, as it is a 0.4, 27.4 to put him P3. So a very good lap from the reigning champion actually in FP and F1. So he wins championships left, right and centre here on IRL, and nothing really stops him as he puts himself in a provisional P3. As Nino Romanello, I know he was on a lap, he is no longer on a lap as he's up on the grass. Cameron Young now in the Racing Point goes second place with a 27.1. Very, very fine margins between these top three. The top two separated by one, or well, not one, I should say 10 hundredths of a second. So very, very close between them two. Or actually, no, it's 10 thousandths. It's 100th, I should have said, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, very close between the top two. Nino Romanello to 2. Actually, Welsh 1-2, I should say, as well. So that's interesting to think about, as Ross Denham is on a lap of his own here in the Red Bull. You would be expecting the Red Bull to be up here, especially being Japan. It's got plenty of corners, especially in Sector 1 as he approaches Spoon. Didn't take as much curb as Matthew did, but maybe that could be a bit of a difference in cars as well. The downforce levels certainly different between the Williams and the Red Bull, but if it is something Matthew's doing, you'd think maybe that it's something he should at least think about doing, as Ross Denham's going to be coming through the final chicane now, as he is a 10th up on his time, and a 10th up will put him on provisional pole position, maybe into the 26. He says he's going to open the DRS as well. He's not into the 26s, but it's enough for provisional pole position at the moment. 6.5 minutes left in this session, as Cameron Young now is going to be going back to the pits after he previously put himself second, but demoted to third for now, so he's going to be looking to maybe get a provisional pole under his belt, maybe a pole position overall. I mean, I'm sure that's what everyone's hoping for, maybe not expecting, because the cars are certainly different. But Tom Jewell now is going to be finishing up his lap, so we'll see how well he can do coming through the final chicane down to third gear, staying in third gear. He's not actually using any ERS, and he is going to be going into the pit lane. So that is no actual lap, but the other Renault Paco Suarez is certainly on a lap. We'll see how much he's going to be up in Sector 1. He's a 10th up in Sector 1, currently on a 0.6. Of course, that is his medium lap, so you'd be expecting him to be improving at least. Looks like he's going to be getting probably P4. P3 looks like a little bit of a stretch, but you never know, as he's still got 2 sectors remaining as he comes through the flat kind of kink, I guess you could say. Now approaching Spoon, very good to take a little bit of curb going through there, as he does quite nicely, and didn't actually take any curb on the exit. I'm fairly sure taking curb would be better line, I should say, but he decided not to, as he is 6/10. Okay, well, this is surely going to be pole position as long as he doesn't make any significant mistakes going through the final chicane. A little bit of a lock-up, but I don't think that's going to affect him too much as he comes through the final chicane. Going to be opening DRS for a moment before he... Yes, he is on provisional pole. First one into the 26 is 26.8 from Paco Suarez in that Renault, and he puts himself on provisional pole position. All the other guys currently in the pits, and he is going to be able to get another lap in. So certainly in the hot seat right now, Paco Suarez, I guess you could say, as Thomas McIver now has put on a set of soft tyres. He is going to be the next one going for pole position, as he is purple in Sector 1. He is also in a Merc, so have to remember it doesn't matter if you're an F3 driver or an F1 driver, the car certainly can make a difference as he loses the rear end out of the chicane. Well, not chicane, out of the hairpin I should say, but looks like it's going to be not too bad as he approaches Spoon here. Got to take a lot of speed through here because the exit out of here is going to affect your lap time really, all the way up into the final chicane as he's going to be approaching 130R as he goes under the bridge. So we'll see, or actually no, over the bridge I should say. That's what it is, not under. Pardon me, but he's going to go through the final chicane. A little bit of a lock-up, just like Paco did a few moments ago, but he put on pole position, so can Thomas MacGyver do anything about it? He is, and a 26.7 from Thomas MacGyver, and he's obviously put it on pole position. Don't think he's going to be able to set another time though, as there's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the session. So it's really up to everyone else to see if they can improve. Paco Suarez is going to get into pits, I thought he would, so he's going to be able to set another time, if he wishes at least. Maybe he's going to keep a tyre for the race, maybe he's not. If he does or not, we'll see I guess. I would be expecting him to go out, especially when he's this close to pole position. And, I mean, track position around this track, I know better than anyone. I lost a win because of it, because of pitting. It's a beautiful thing around here. Even on softs, it can be very difficult to overtake. So pole position is going to be very, very crucial around this track, as Ollie Flavel is done for the day. He's P13. He's not going to be able to do anything about it. Lordy is actually down in 16th. We were expecting him to be up there. He's not at the moment, and in the pits. So it's going to be a bit like a one-shot quali to see how well he can do. Sundry Sorog and Brandon Glover both also not putting in laps. Joe and Lewis both retiring early. I'm not sure if they were intentional or not. I didn't quite see. But they're not going to be able to improve. Maybe they're thinking an alternate strat is better. Is this... It is. He's going to be going into the pits, I would assume, and he is, as he knocks over the bollard very unnecessarily there. Trying to see, Tim is on lap. As he, I will go with this onboard shot as he goes and approaches the Spoon corner here. He's got a little bit of traffic in Lordy just up ahead of him. He's going to be starting his lap, of course. Tim's going to be finishing his lap. He's going to get a little bit of slipstream from the Mercedes, so I don't think Tim's going to be complaining too much as long as he doesn't catch him, as he's 3/10 up, apparently purple, but we've seen that before and they haven't actually been purple, as Lordy does get out of the way of that Alfa Romeo just about. It doesn't look like it's going to compromise his line. So I guess we can go on board with him next, as Tim is going to be improving for sure. A 29.2 doesn't improve his position, does improve his time, as now Lordy is going to be next, looking to improve his lap time, as he's going to be coming through here the first two turns, as he's staying in 5th, interestingly. He's certainly not the... Why is he... Okay, he's... this isn't going to be an improvement, for sure. Well, it's going to be an improvement probably, but it's not going to be quick. I'll try and find someone who's up at the top. Ross Denholm is actually up at the top right now, currently P3. Is he going to be able to put on pole position as he crosses the line? No, he can't. Thomas MacGyver couldn't do it either. Paco Suarez starting his lap, so we'll see what he can do later on. Nito Ornello is actually finished for the day. He is invalidated, as Cameron Young now is coming through the flat 130R. He is 4/10 up on his lap, so this could well be pole position. He's currently in a racing point, so certainly a capable car as he comes through the final corner. Now he's going to have to hug that right-hand wall. Is he going to be able to do it? He is going to be able to do it. 26.6. About half a tenth quicker than Thomas MacGyver, so he's able to put on provisional pole for now. But for how much longer is Paco Suarez is going to be approaching the hairpin here? As Adrian Villarreal is done for today. I did see him maybe up on his lap, but he's going to finish for 11th. He's going to settle for 11th, maybe thinking that's going to be the better starting position for today. Paco Suarez, I'm sure, isn't finished for today, as he's going to be coming through the Spoon corner now. He's got no traffic ahead, as he does actually invalidate. I'm sure he was up on his lap there, and he's not going to be able to improve, so he's going to have to settle for a P3. Ross Denholm, it looks like he is done for the day. He is, so he's not going to be looking for any extra improvement. Rocco Walsh now is going to be crossing the line in a few moments. He's going to cross the line. He's not going to be able to improve, and it looks like that is all she wrote for this qualifying section, as Paco and Ross Denholm is going to be going in, as he did actually set a 26.5, so that would have been pole position, but of course it wasn't validated at the same time, so it's not going to count, unfortunately, and he's going to have to settle with P3. As now we wait for Ross to get his car in, as I think he's the last one. It does look like it, yeah. There we go. Okay, so the final results then, of course, Cameron Young taking pole position ahead of Thomas McIver in the Mercedes, and Paco rounding out the top three. Then it's Ross, Nino, Tom, Matthew Walder in the Williams, only managing 7th, Marcel in 8th, Erminator 9th, Jared Fosbury rounding out the top 10. And then it's Adrian, Vezier, Rocco, Ollie, Tim, Lordy, Sondre, Lewis, Joe, and Brandon Glover. Just about got that. As we wait for everyone to just sort out their strategies. And it's going to be Cameron Young setting them off and leading away on the formation lap. Thomas McIver just behind him. He's going to be hungry for a win, of course. If Cameron Young were to win today, I think it would be the 6th different winner in 6 rounds, and would continue the streak of no repeat winners. The closest driver on the grid today to a second one, as I'm just looking, looks actually to be Matthew Alder, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is actually Matthew Alder. So, kind of looking like we're going to have another... Oh, as Matthew's actually left the session. just get some of the information up. I'm not sure if this is going to be a restart for Matthew Alder. He has left the session. As you can see here, his car is also ghosted, so he's definitely not here. But until I'm told anything, I'm just gonna say it how I see it. And what I see is Cameron Young approaching his grid slot. On pole position, of course. He's got a... well, actually, does he? Okay, looks like Thomas McGarver must have spun or something then. So he'll make his way through the entire grid. Because physics. Is there... okay, this might be a restart, I'm not sure. Looks like it's Matthew Older that's causing it. I don't... okay, no, he did actually rejoin. I mean, I don't see it as Matthew's fault anyway. It is Codemaster's fault. Because they can't make a proper game. Still a work in progress, really. When stuff like this happens. And they're already making the new game. It's just... it's just lazy. Laziness. Don't care about the multiplayer side. And then we keep getting glitches like this. And then they'll tell you, oh, you know, we're looking into this and that problem. They're just not, though. Because there's just... it never changes. It's really sad. The worst thing about it is they don't really have any reason to care about the multiplayer side. Because that's not where the sales are. My opinion on Marcel, great guy. No hate there. Great guy. That's my opinion on Marcel. Looking like people are at least asking for a lobby restart. I think this is gonna be... oh. Well then.